All right, Dos, another returning guest, and we are loving this at the moment. But with the new setup, new place, are you excited?
Looking forward to it. Frankie Evans, welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you for having me back. It's a pleasure as always.
Oh, well, we love having you. You're one of our favourite guests and one of our most requested guests to have back on the show. So we've been very excited about this.
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
And you had a bit of feedback from our last podcast. Good or bad? Bit of both?
Bit of both.
Yeah.
What were some of the positives?
I think people are just a bit interested to see more of my job, and it's not so much just standing in front of a camera and posing and smiling for a photo. There's a bit more that goes into it.
We did touch on a lot on that, didn't we?
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people didn't realise it's actually a job. Like, it's my full-time job. It's a career, and it's been here 11 years for me, so it doesn't get much better than that. So there was a bit of positive feedback from that.
The ladies actually that listened to the show loved it. We got a lot of positive feedback from women, which is great because they love
awesome.
how not outspoken, but just how honest you were and open about what you do and didn't hold back on your opinion. So who knows where this will go today.
Is modelling something that gets spoken about like this? Do models go out in the public forum much and talk like openly about their job?
Yeah, I've been asked on a couple of podcasts, but you guys are my friends.
Oh, stop it.
I'll come on and talk to you
That's
guys.
nice.
And then,
Thank you.
There's a couple of models that actually have podcasts like Steph Claire Smith and Laura Henshaw and I can't name them, but a lot of people that I know do podcasts and come on and talk about it. But at the same time, I feel like people are very restricted. And I feel like I'm a little bit more open. So
Yeah. Maybe that is the friendship. We can somehow get something out of it.
Yeah, because I feel comfortable with
nice and relaxed. And, we never know where the conversation will go. But 9 months we worked out since you were last on the show, which feels like yesterday.
Hard to believe. Yeah.
Well, a lot has happened in those 9 months.
Well, first thing we see straight away.
How are you holding up that head?
Yeah.
Well, it's a bit dirty at the moment. I was going to clean it, but oh well.
Well, tell us about that. That's you now have a fiancé. You're engaged.
I am. Beautiful man he is.
Woo!
In August we got engaged, so a little bit now, in Bali. So I kind of had a feeling that it was going to go down, but also didn't want to ruin that for myself and wanted to keep it a bit of a surprise. But he kind of fucked that up a little bit on his
what did he do?
So the week before we went, he didn't pay for the accommodation. So he messaged me and said, I didn't pay, so they've cancelled it. And I was freaking out. I was like, oh my God, we're going to Bali in August, so it's peak time to go to Bali. And he was, I said, what are the dates? Because I had a makeup artist at a photo shoot trying to find accommodation for me. I said, what are the dates? And he said the 16th to the 19th we'll stay at this particular place. And we landed on the 15th. And I was like, you've got the dates wrong. We're going on the 15th. And he was like, shut up. Like, I've booked a surprise for the first night. And I was like, oh my God.
Oh, he's ruined it.
At the same time, I wasn't angry about the accommodation that got cancelled because I was like, oh my God, I'm getting proposed.
Yeah,
I'm
wow.
getting engaged. So
Take us through the proposal.
he was very cute and I
Really?
was kind of a princess. He booked a place in Ubud. Is that how you say it?
Never been to Bali.
Don't know. He's
Never
a travel man.
You've never been
No,
to Bali?
everyone. I know.
Neither.
Yeah.
What?
Thinking of going this year. Actually.
I'm going this year. I go every
Yeah.
year. Since, obviously, besides COVID, since I turned 18, I've gone every year.
Do you go to the villas? Like, what do you stay in? Like
Villas.
a nice. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
yeah.
when I went with the girls, we sort of went on a schoolies when we turned 18 and we stayed at a hotel. It was like a party hotel in
I
Kuta.
want to dive into this.
Yeah.
No, I had a partner at the time, so very, very sensible, but a couple of the girls weren't.
Let loose.
They let loose. My best friend decided to run into my villa at 5 a.m. in the morning naked
Ooh.
with a towel over her downstairs and her hand over here.
Oh.
Mind you, she had to run through the whole entire hotel to get back to our accommodation.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Which was fun. That was a bloody
Wowee.
Just a little bit of peekaboo for the guests at the hotel. How good's that?
But I was in
Damn
bed,
it.
so that's fine. I was very sensible on that trip. Yeah.
So it was easy. It was an easy question to answer. Yes, obviously. To the proposal.
Oh, I didn't even
No,
say yes.
I
I
was-
was just like,
Yeah.
I was hyperventilating. If you see it in a video, it is just me. I'm a blubbering mess, and so was he. And it just made me cry more that he was crying. And it was a really rare emotional time because I've never seen him cry except for when he's lost a family member, which is understandable. But other than that, he's a very tradey man's man sort of thing. He doesn't really show his feelings that much, which is a lot of guys are like that. So seeing him cry and sort of loving me that much was beautiful.
And was it dinner or beach or where was it?
We just came back from a dinner. It was our first night in Bali, and he'd booked this accommodation, which was, have you guys ever seen those plastic bubbles? They sort of look like a plastic
Yeah, I've had dinner in one of
igloo.
them before. They're like an igloo.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he booked accommodation. That was our accommodation in the middle of the forest. We had our own infinity
Oh,
pool
nice.
and everything. It was really beautiful. And he'd set up like, I don't know, 50 meters of candles and rose petals, and then they did the infinity pool and
Very
rose
romantic.
petals, and it said "Marry me," and he had all these photos and everything, which was really cute.
Oh, bless him.
Yeah.
Is there a different feeling? I have to ask. I mean, we've been talking about weddings a lot over the last few weeks. For some reason, it's on topic, but
I think your wedding stories are a little bit different though.
Oh yeah, ours are more the wedding crusher type stories. Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn. But do you feel different? Like you get proposed to, you say yes. Now you're a fiance. You're planning a wedding. You're planning a big party. Do you feel different? Like
Not really. I know what you mean, because a lot of people say that to people that just get married. Is married life different? And it's not. I feel like the only difference is, like, I knew myself that I was going to be with this guy forever, and I hoped I can sort of know that he's can look at me that way. But this kind of seals the deal when it's like, no, I really do love you, and there's nothing sort of in my little anxious brain that's second guessing it.
I was going to ask,
I still think during my vows I'm going to be like, do you really love me?
yeah, the doubts.
The doubts.
Yeah.
So what about what else has happened in the last few months? We'll do a bit of a catch up before we get into the rest of the episode. But what have you been working on? You're always busy.
I am always busy. I bought a house. So
Wow!
Wow,
Congratulations.
thank you. It is in Corio, which is like the Dandenong of Geelong. It's a bit of a shithole.
Okay.
Sorry to anyone that lives in Corio.
Yeah. Sorry, lads
It is a bit of
and
a
lasses.
Yeah.
It's like the Tantai of Mornington.
Tantai.
It's
Yeah,
just
Tantai.
It's a little bit
Developing
rough,
area.
but it is a developing area. The carpet is blue, and I think the kitchen is yellow, blue, green, red, and it's got fruit salad on the doors. So
Yummy,
it's
yummy.
definitely a demolition
Well
job. Lucky Jesse is a builder,
Of
so
course.
we are going to knock it down and put 5 townhouses on there. So we've already got the plans for that.
Wowee.
I
Smart.
saw in your Insta
Very
bio the
smart.
other day, it said property developer. So that was
Oh, really?
a bit of an inside joke there, was it?
Did you ask me? Yeah.
I said-
yes.
I said, what? I'm like, has she got a side hustle or something? Like, what is going on? So
I forgot about that. And
I checked
think
today, it's changed. Now it's, what is it? Something to do with chips or...
I can't remember what I said to Dee, but my answer was, I can't remember my answer, but I was like, oh, maybe it's a mistake. Like,
No, so I'll explain that. I went out the other night to the Osborne.
You love that place, don't you?
No, I love the Emerson.
Ah.
The Emerson is my The Osborne's still great, but
where's the Osborne?
Commercial
Brown,
Road,
yeah.
South Yarra.
I don't think I've ever been.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's
Yeah.
definitely very good in summer because they've got sort of like a rooftop. But the Emerson, I guess they have a rooftop too, but that's fun. So I went there, and there was a drunk guy that is a builder, and he's sort of friends with Jesse, and he was laughing to me and says, no one takes like content creators and influencers seriously. Lucky you're a model. And I was like, okay, I definitely take content creators
Wow.
and influencers seriously.
I'm glad you said that, Frankie.
And
Yeah.
And he said, maybe you should say, you're developing this block. Maybe you should say that you're a property developer. And I was like, oh my God, my time to shine sort of thing. Because
Fooled me.
I remember going around Europe with my friend, and everyone always asked us what we did. And I used to say that I was like a neurosurgeon, and she used to say she was a dentist, like something that
Smart.
no one would expect.
Very
at
smart.
all. Just a little white lie, never hurt.
I think I've done that. I told you that a couple of times. Not the greatest place, but I went to Albury on a weekend, and you meet
Hey,
another
my
guy.
mum's from Albury.
Oh no, it wasn't a dig.
I'm kidding.
This is a while ago, was it?
Yeah, this was, I reckon I would have been 19, 18. And yeah, I was going around saying I was a physio for Tottenham Hotspur. Like,
I don't even know who that is.
it's a football team.
Soccer.
Soccer, yeah.
And I'm 18. Well, what's this? That's the stupidest
Yeah,
thing.
why'd you do that?
Because the guy I was with was telling me to do it. Like, and he was the same. think he said he was, like a podiatrist there or something.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. Have you ever lied going out or talking to girls? Have you ever lied about your profession?
Well, overseas, I was always a footballer.
AFL?
Footballer, yeah. And they just never second guessed it. So
They didn't Google your name or?
No, well, I might have lied about my name once
Did
or
you?
twice. Yeah.
What did you go with?
I just went with like footballers that kind of looked remotely like, well, not even like me, but just they could Google and kind of get away with it.
See someone with brown hair and
Yeah,
be like,
who?
oh my God.
Basically, brown hair, blue eyes, good looking. Yeah, that's me.
Gorgeous.
Says, my name's Max Gorn.
Yeah, exactly. So we're property developing, fiance. Tell us about work. Tell us about the modelling side of things. What's going on?
It's been great. I didn't expect it. I think last year in Feb, I had one job. Like February is always so quiet. And this year I had my biggest month on record in February.
Wow.
So because of, the pandemic, I don't think I know when my busy time is and when's my quiet time. So I've sort of just take it as a roller coaster because, this week I've got nothing on at all and next week I'm fully booked. So I never really know. I just take my downtime to go to the doctors or to go to the dentist or to walk my dog. And
So when you say biggest month, is that financially or is that busy? Or is that just booked out or is it?
Yeah.
How do you get paid in your industry?
Per hour, mostly.
okay.
Like I either get booked for a half day or a full day.
Yep.
Sometimes you get paid for the usage. So if they decide just to put it online, front, back, side on a website, that's the sort of minimum amount that you can get paid. Or if they decide to put it, print it in store, put it in a magazine, put it on a billboard, like billboard is the biggest usage you can get. And then also, do they want to pay for 3 months on that billboard or do they want to pay for 12 months?
Okay.
So it's sort of just like...
So if we do, say we do that,
Yeah.
we're promoting Dawson D on a billboard and we're paying for 3 months, does that mean you get commission for the length of time it stays there? Is that what you're saying or no? It's just the shoot?
Yeah, the length of time it stays there and the
Right.
shoot.
Okay.
So a lot of the time, my minimum quote, I don't know, per hour, but they say, and you're getting this amount of usage in store.
Gotcha.
I think at the moment I'm in Chemist Warehouse and they paid for 6 months usage for that. So I get the shoot money,
Wow.
my money per hour, plus the usage that they pay. Because if you think about it, Garnier put me in store.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean Maybelline want to use me? No, it's their competitor. Well, not Garnier and Maybelline, but you know what I mean? Like a Sukin, it's a skincare brand.
Yeah.
They're not going to use the same model as their main competitor. So that means for that 6 months or maybe a year, I can't work with their main competitor. So that's why I guess we get paid so much because I'm not working 24/7. I'm not working for every brand there is.
Yeah, that's so interesting. So I guess when it comes to those deals, those 6 month deals, can you, as soon as that ends, is it likely that another company, I'm probably talking footy terms here, but is it likely that a company, you said Maybelline as the example, they see you working for Garnier, when the 6 months ends, is it normal for them to straight away when it ends, they try and get you to then promote their brand? Or it doesn't work like that?
No, not really. A lot of the time at a casting, which is like an audition, they will say, have you worked with any other, the other day I went to a bridal casting and she said, have you worked with any other bridal companies? And I said, yes. And she said, who? And she goes, oh, okay, we can't use you until that's sort of done, maybe 6 months time or, if it's in store, they might wait a little bit longer, but normally they ask.
Okay.
Because we had a couple of people from Love Island on the show, Matt Zukowski and Anna McAvoy, a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I know them.
And
that was a good laugh.
And it was really interesting because before they signed to go on Love Island, they basically were told by their modelling agencies that if you sign this, your modelling career is pretty much gone in terms of what they were doing. And we're like, well, that doesn't make sense. Wouldn't you be more wanted? And they're saying a lot of brands want people that aren't associated with, say, reality TV.
Yeah.
So is it similar?
Oh, for sure. I remember I've been asked to go on Love Island, I think every year it's come out.
Oh, really?
Every single year. Mostly probably because what I post on Instagram is a little bit raunchy sometimes. But I always say no. But I remember one year I got asked to go on Survivor and I was considering it. Yeah, I was really, really considering it. And my manager talked to their lawyer and she was like, I don't think this is a good idea because, they see a pretty blonde girl and they say, okay, we can twist her into making her the dumb one. And because they edit those shows, just
very true.
edit
they do.
would not believe. So she said it probably wouldn't be a good idea. Yeah, my followers and influencer and content creation would just dramatically go up. But I wouldn't do what I do every day and love. She said, oh, you know, would it...
So from your management's point of view and yours as well, by going and doing that show, if you were portrayed as that in time, would that see you not getting more work afterwards?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like when I was even thinking about going on Love Island for 1 second, which I don't know why I was thinking that.
Desperate for love.
Desperate for love.
Clearly, like everyone on that show is. Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
This was when I was single. She said to me, Frankie, would Country Road ever hire a Love Island contestant? And I said, absolutely not. So that sort of made me realise straight away that I didn't want to be a reality TV star. But some people do that and they succeed. Like, you know, Anna's killing it in life.
Yeah.
So, like, and she wasn't really modelling that much beforehand, I don't believe. I don't know. Don't hold me to that.
So how close did you get to signing with Love Island?
Like, not far.
So not far.
No. I was like, okay, I'll have an interview. And they're like, great, we'll set it up. And I was like, actually.
So was that talking to your management first before setting that up? Or was it, or you talked yourself out of it prior to that?
I always talk to management.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
Always. She knows what's best for my life. So she literally runs my life.
What did they say no to? What kind of, apart from, say, reality TV, what have they also advised you against doing?
Not much. It depends on the shoot, really, like payment terms and things. If I'm sort of having a low week and I get offered a low-paying job, I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. And she's like, no, I don't want you to. You're too good for this. Don't sell yourself short.
Okay.
Which is really smart, but also, like, it's hard for me to turn down money
Well,
when it comes there.
I was just going to ask you that, which is she would know brands probably. Well, you are the product. She talks to, say, whoever it is, the admin or the organisers and the people that are hiring. She would know, I guess, in the back of her mind, budgets and things, how much they would spend. So does her approach sometimes vary depending on the brand, like knowing, all right, well, I know Frankie and what she's capable of. I'm gonna put her rate up X amount for this brand, whereas this brand maybe not.
Yeah, of course. It does vary, like only a slight little bit. Sometimes, I did a lingerie shoot the other day and that's higher pay normally because you're selling your body.
Yeah, of course.
Pretty much. And
Ralph, settle down over there. Yeah, sorry.
Suddenly he's up on the cameras.
Yeah.
No, I did a lingerie shoot and she charged what I'd normally wear, what I'd normally get for a clothing shoot.
Yeah.
Because she was like, you're going to get it or someone else is. So, and I liked the brand, so I took it.
Why not?
We were actually going to ask. So it's interesting. Like a lot of people, they turn to say OnlyFans when they've got like some kind of profile. What is your opinion on all that? Like, have you seen potential friends or people you worked with that were killing it in the modeling industry and then they went to OnlyFans? And what's your opinion if somebody does go down that route?
Yeah, I've seen more people that are more content creators and influencers go down that route.
Yep.
More so than models. I don't think I can name a model. To be honest, I was thinking of doing it in COVID.
Yeah.
Like just doing things like not nudity, just posting what I'd post on Instagram because I get so many like creepy dudes in my DMs replying to them. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll do that. And then I was like, no, I didn't want to, not so much disrespect, but I just never ended up doing it.
So it'd be exclusive it wouldn't be anything more, say, raunchy than you're currently doing, but it'll just be exclusive to
extra
people
stuff.
Yeah.
They're paid, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. But I know like some girls get paid more so because people were getting paid a killing. They were getting paid so much money. Like I knew a chick that had a 9-to-5 videographer go over to her house and she was just like, fucking herself in the shower. And it's just like,
wow.
But she is now driving like top of the line Range Rover. She's bought her house outright, like living life to the fullest. But I'm also like, I don't know. I just don't want people seeing my body like that.
Does having what we said, going on reality TV and there's that stamp on your brand when you leave, do you feel like that's the same with OnlyFans, that stamp on your brand? Like, does that then all of a sudden tarnish what else you might be able to do later with other brands and things?
Yeah, I think so. Like, it's not... It's more like people might judge you. Like, I don't judge them. I'm sort of like, go girl, like, or boy, mostly girls.
But you understand content creation though, whereas a lot of other people that judge probably don't.
Yeah, a lot of people just put them all in one category.
Yeah.
But I definitely think you might have a stamp, maybe not as far or as long as a reality TV star, but I feel like you definitely would have a stamp for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a sort of like question where it's like,
Well, how tempting is it then? Because, I mean, you would know people that would go and immediately make X amount of thousands of dollars a month, and they some of them say we're going to do this for a year and then exit out of it, or 3 years, like a very short term or 6 months time to make a lot of money and then exit out of it. Has that ever tempted you?
yes, because I'm driven. Like I love money. I love earning money.
I love hearing that. Yeah.
I love it. Like the more money, the better.
Of course.
Like I'll work, this day, that day, at night time, whatever. And I feel like Jesse's like that too. We're both so driven to work hard now and retire early in the future and be able to, own a yacht and sail around. That's sort of the dream.
Wow, that's a life.
Work while you can, but also have that work-life balance, which I find we definitely have. But no, that still didn't really.
Yeah.
It was like a split interest in my brain that I was like, oh, maybe I could do this to earn a bit of cash. And then I was like, who am I kidding? I could not do that.
I've even heard like girls that have like somewhat of a following, they'll go and like try something like Twitch, which is totally different.
I don't know what Twitch is.
Like a
online streaming,
but it's like gaming kind of thing. And a lot of girls have done that. Like they'll play just some crappy video game, like call it like Mario Kart or something.
Yeah, Mario Kart is not crappy.
Not crappy. Not crappy. I meant
this guy's deal.
No, I meant well, probably not what gamers would consider something they want to watch, but people would be paying to watch them play and
like
them
Fortnite
talk.
or something.
Yeah, it's just like live streaming yourself.
Are they naked?
No. Or no, some of them dress up. Like, cause,
like
like medieval, or if it's a game that's something to do with a theme.
Cosplay.
Cosplay. Yeah, like a girl that I used to work with, she did it for a while. Like, and that's because she was a very good gamer. But like, yeah, she had a bit of a following on Twitch, and it would just be a camera set up, and you'd share like it'd be your screen. What do you call it? Like a screen.
Split screen.
Split screen. Like and you'd be able to watch them while watching their screen, and they're just talking.
It's like, PewDiePie.
What's that?
Do you remember PewDiePie?
Yeah. YouTuber.
He's a YouTuber.
Oh, really?
Like, he was at one point the biggest.
Well, that's how they all.
That's
how a lot of them. Yeah. And that's how they earn their money. And
so
a lot of girls,
going with
a lot of girls
that?
do. They find alternatives. So if it's not OnlyFans, like ways that people would pay to watch them or be able to communicate, because things like that, then they can actually communicate with you and you communicate back because you're on a live stream and they're asking you questions.
Definitely do Twitch for sure.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Mario Kart.
What game would you go with?
Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Or like Grand Theft Auto or something.
Yeah, GTA. Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Bit of
I'm
FIFA.
not very good at game. No, see FIFA, I just press buttons.
Yeah.
Bit of Mortal Kombat. Is that what it's called?
I don't know. I'm not a gamer.
We're obsessed
not a
with
gamer.
FIFA in this household, that's for sure. I reckon we've thought we could stream on Twitch, play some FIFA. We play
could.
that much, don't we?
Yeah, but we're not very. Well, we're probably not up to the standard. But
No, we're not.
But I feel like with that stuff, you don't have to be. You
just
got
gotta
to
be
be entertaining.
Exactly.
Well, that's the thing. So you could go on, and no one's even watching for you gaming. They're watching for like your charisma and how you talk and
asking you questions about your day. And what you do.
Your responses to the comments, like
Frankie's starting a Twitch tomorrow. Apparently, yeah.
Gosh, I think a big issue in particular, and I know we touched on this last time we spoke, but when you talked earlier about judging, like it's more OnlyFans, it's more around judgment of others. In life in general, there's so many opportunities to earn. So hearing you say, I fucking love money, because we talk about this all the time. We're really driven to, we earn money doing what we do right now. Which is
sick.
Which is so cool.
That is so sick. Congrats.
And we've always wanted to, but people probably look at us and we don't have a huge following or anything.
So I would never have thought, no offense, that you guys would be earning money yet.
No, but
I would have thought you'd have to get to like 10K or something.
Exactly.
To even think about that.
But I guess, I don't know why my line of questioning.
Payment?
Actually, that's a good point. We probably should have discussed royalties. And this is our second time here. But I think generations before us don't quite understand. So I'd say someone doing OnlyFans, I don't see it as, I would never do it. But someone that does it, I don't see it as it's earning money. It's why not make the most of that opportunity?
I look at Anna Paul. Do you guys know Anna Paul? She's probably the most, how do I say that? She's probably the most I don't know.
What,
She
affluent?
earns the most.
Is she Australian?
Yeah.
In what industry?
In OnlyFans, she earns.
Oh, okay.
Like,
So
she's
most-
the
yeah.
highest.
She's the highest earning
earner.
OnlyFans
Model. Yeah,
model.
okay.
Yeah.
And she posts. She has so many followers on TikTok. She's probably one of the highest following on TikTok to have.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Well, it's like
I'm not making sense.
Yes, you are.
It's nighttime.
Yeah.
I know we're doing this at night, which is rare for us.
Yeah.
But like, I had this interesting conversation once with an ex-girlfriend actually, and like she was getting all these DMs about, can I, I'll pay you X amount to take pictures of your feet. Like, can you send me feet pics? Can you send me feet pics? And at first I was like, just go for it. I'm like, you send a picture of your feet, like, and a few $100, like, why not? It's the easiest money you ever make. But then obviously it escalates to, all right, well, I'm paying you X amount for your feet. Now I'll pay you this amount for something else and then something else.
It doesn't. It doesn't at all.
Really? So have you gone down this path before?
No, I haven't. My ex-partner used to get paid for foot pics.
Really?
He would have this one guy on Instagram that messaged him and said, "Can I call you?" And he would call him and he'd say, "Send me foot pics." And then my ex would literally be like, "You're a cunt. You're low life." And he'd be like, "Yes, God. Yes, God."
Oh, so
And
that's
then-
what he wants.
Yeah, he wants. What's that? There's a word for it.
Like shaming?
Yeah, but there's another word for it. but
Degrading.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He wanted that, and then he'd send
Wow.
him a code to an ATM, and he'd go get some cash, and all he'd have to do is like send a photo and answer a phone. We'd get like $150 a week. That'd be our dinner money.
Not bad for Uber Eats.
No,
Not bad at all.
not bad at all. So it happens, and he never asked for anything else at all. He never asked to meet up with him or anything.
Yeah.
So
Oh, there you go.
like, but there's so
I mean,
many
I'd shave my feet and paint my toenails for that.
But apparently, isn't there a thing though? Didn't we talk about this? Is like you have to somewhat, your face has to be in the shot of feet pics or something?
Nah.
Was I talking to you about this?
I think we were, yeah.
Some people just sell photos of their feet.
And then and like pay to buy a certain style of socks, wear it for a day, and then post it to them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
disgusting in my opinion.
Oh, for sure. That's
Yeah.
gross.
Well, you mentioned
also,
it.
I would do it. Like,
Oh,
if someone-
100%. If you're paying,
So
if
if anyone's listening right now that wants Frankie Evans' feet pics, he's available.
No, so many people slide into my DMs ages ago, not anymore. But I used to get heaps of people asking, and I'd be like, "Yeah, give me the cash."
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
they
why
just
not?
never reply.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "I'll be your sugar baby. Just give me the cash." They'd make it hard. I'd have to work for it. I'm not working for it.
what is the weirdest DM you've ever had?
Oh, I get so many.
I'm
Like,
so interested in this.
I could easily go through my DMs right now and show you 1,000 dick pics. I get a dick
You're
pic.
kidding me.
I get
Wow.
a dick pic a day, I reckon. Just
Really?
a random person I don't know. that has
Accompanied
no
with what
following.
writing?
A what?
Like, what did they say to?
Just
with
a
it?
dick pic. It's literally just a dick pic.
So can you
Like-
turn that off though?
AI filtered dick.
Or are you just leaving that notification? Oh, just get a little look, like 1 out of 10.
Sometimes I get videos too.
I bet you do. Yeah.
It's so gross. Like, it's
Wow.
so gross.
What are the profiles? Do they tend to be like no followers, following nobody, like anonymous, or they sometimes show their face, or
No, sometimes they've got like a face.
like a proper Instagram account?
Sort of like, yeah.
Wow.
And sometimes they're just like a
A
bot.
user 1238. Yeah.
I don't get why people get off on just sending dick pics.
No, but what I don't
Unsolicited.
understand is, am I going to reply and be like, "Oh my god, nice dick"?
That's the thing.
Like, do you want to go out on a date?
Exactly.
Like, what the hell?
Exactly right. It's like Carl Barron had a bit in one of his stand-ups, and it's like guys with their cars. It's like, if you got a hotted up car and you're going down the street doing manies, and there's the girls. It's not like the girls are going, "Oh wow, he's driving so fast."
That
like
is the biggest turn off. Like,
it's just not how it works.
A loud car, I'm like, shut up! I'm trying to talk to my friend.
Exactly.
So with
Like,
I hate cars.
You know?
people that do like burnouts and stuff, it just makes me angry.
Yeah.
Some girls find that really attractive though. Like it's either a massive turn on or a massive turn off.
Well, you walked in with a car rally jacket on, so I thought that would have been your dig. Like,
Not really.
gosh. So,
I do like the F1s, but that's professional.
oh,
not
did you
just-
go to any F1 events,
No,
by the way?
I didn't. No,
Gosh,
I
everyone
didn't.
was doing some cool stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
I went last year. It was really fun. I just had too much on this weekend.
Did you do a shoot for F1 last year or something?
The year before.
Year before.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it never got published, which was really,
Really?
weird because that was for the year, and then they
Or the COVID year?
COVID year.
Yeah.
So I still have never seen those photos, but I reckon they'd be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be good. Were they at Albert Park on the track or?
I don't know. I
No?
wouldn't. Well, they didn't get shown anywhere.
Oh, that's a good point.
Taking
Yeah.
some pics.
Well, we were talking about the DM. So you mentioned a lot
Yeah.
of random dicks. Can you do you have something where you just go, not images, is there a message that stands out to you that just goes, geez, mate, like 10K for that? Like, really? Like,
No, I don't know. They're all sort of pretty average.
yeah. What does your boyfriend think of that stuff?
Yeah.
He laughs at it. I show him. I'm like, look, another dick pic.
Well, not boyfriend, sorry, fiance.
Fiance.
Yeah,
I still call him my boyfriend sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he sort of just laughs at it. I just ignore
You kind of
them.
have to, can't you?
Yeah.
Like,
Most of the time, that's why I think in my bio I say no DMs, like email
Yeah.
only.
Yeah,
For collabs and stuff, because I get so many DMs per day.
get
of
lost.
just random people, and it all gets lost. But
I think it must be the thrill of somebody saying that she's seen my dick.
really?
Do you reckon that? But why else would you do it?
No, but dick pics are just yuck.
I know,
Like,
but
dick
I'm
pics-
trying to think.
Like
why would you-
erected dicks? Or
like
you know, so
any dick pic.
yeah, well, it'd be very small if it's
Flaccid-
not.
it's just a
like,
flaccid cock.
Yeah.
Like dicks are ugly, guys.
yeah, I know.
Oh, some are. Like, yeah.
What's
No.
an attractive dick? Go on, tell us.
Well, don't dicks like have No, don't they have like that weird curve, like
The bend.
Yeah, the bend.
Some do.
Some do,
Some do,
some
some
do,
don't.
some don't.
Yeah.
It's like girls downstairs, innies and outies.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
true.
True, very true.
They're all very different.
We
Shapes,
weren't going to talk about
colours.
penises on this episode, so
You're the one that apparently thinks some of them are quite nice to look at.
yeah.
Well, I was going to ask you, so speaking on the F1s and events, I was actually really interested to, because you do a lot of, you're quite busy in the world of events and
Yeah.
getting to these things. We wanted you to take us behind the scenes of like influencer events. What are they like? Because we obviously see it from the outside. We see all the Instagram pics and all the glamour. Take us behind it. Is it awkward? Do you connect with a lot of people? What tends to go on at these product launches or these, influencer meetups?
Yeah. Okay. So we had the glamour on the grid. I went last year, and it was really, really good to see everyone dressing up. A lot of the time, they're only friends with you in the influencer world. It is a very, very fake world. That's why I try and stick out of it a little bit. I could go to an event every night if I could. I sort of now pick and choose which events are important to go to and which aren't. A lot of the time I can't actually go because I'm working. But
Do you look at the guest list and go, oh,
we don't get the guest
Don't you?
list. So now I won't go by myself because it is,
Fair enough.
feel like it is awkward. I would know a lot of people there, but I'll message one of my girlfriends who's at the agency who might be going. Like tomorrow night, I've got a Bondi Sands event. Bondi Sands is a huge global brand. So I was like, that's...
Dean knows it very
Yeah,
well.
I know very well.
Yes. Well, I think last time you told me that you fake
Yeah.
tan. There you go.
So if you
Get those pins out.
Well, it's not tan at the moment. I'm going to tan later tonight. Well, if you get me some free ones, that'd be great.
Yeah. What one are you going? Because they changed, didn't
They
they?
got rid of my one. They've done that twice
They
on me
got rid
now.
of the men one.
They got rid of the man. I was using that for a while because they got rid of my gradual tanner, and now I'm back on the milk gradual tanner.
Oh,
We-
that's pretty good.
Is it?
Oh, it just
Yeah.
feels weird when you're tanning. I don't love it.
How do you go shaving it into?
Rubbing
rubbing it into the hairy legs.
That's just like a moisturizer though, isn't it? And then you just wash your hands after.
Yeah. It's not. It's just. I just don't know why they got rid of the. What was it called? The golden
Golden
something.
shower?
Great.
Shell.
It was a beautiful gradual tan back in the day, but they got rid of it. So if you
Yeah.
can have a word to them, Frankie, that'd be
Okay,
great.
I will. I'll let them know that you want it back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going there tomorrow night, so they'll be good. Because I asked one of my friends if she's going, and she's going. So you can go with someone, and you don't feel as awkward because a lot of the time you walk in and everyone sort of just looks you up and down, and it's not a vibe. Like I went to an event one time, and a lot of the influencers just think they are top shit. Like, wow, you might have 50,000 more followers than me or 500,000 more followers than me. Doesn't mean you're a better person than me. You can still smile and say hello, and you can still be nice to the wait staff, because a lot of the time I've seen some people that are so rude and just not a vibe. And I'm just thinking, like, why are you like that? It's not hard to be a nice person.
No way. That shits me. Like it's like entitlement.
Yeah.
Straight up, all of a sudden, like a following doesn't entitle you to speak or act to someone any differently.
Well, it's
you
just
know?
like when people say fame got the better of them. And
Yeah.
that's really, that statement is so true, because it really does happen. Fame gets the better of people. Like, yeah, you might get paid $10,000 for one post, and that happens.
It's interesting because we say so much how much we want to have 10,000 followers.
Yeah.
But but we enjoy what we're doing right now.
Yeah, but that's fine. Like, I don't even know how many followers I have. Like, I've got quite a few. But then I'm like, that doesn't shape me as a person. If Instagram was to get deleted tomorrow, like,
Very true.
will I still have a job? Yes or no? The answer is yes, because Instagram's not my job. It does play a part for sure, but it's not who I am.
Are there expectations at these events? Because we were talking about this the other day. You see a lot of people in similar circles that you may follow. They will go to the event. They will posting similar pictures. Is there some kind of prerequisite that you have to take or post from this event? Is that part of the agreement, or is it just come and show up and be there?
Not necessarily. I think there is not an expectation, but they would appreciate it if you did at least a story on Instagram. A lot of them do like TikTok now. I don't really know TikTok. I don't really know.
You know TikTok. Oh, we follow you on TikTok.
You made me laugh on TikTok not too long ago. I actually laughed my head off at it. It was this. It was this one where you had your face and you were in a building, and it was just I don't know what show was off or what game it was, and it was you running, and a murder on the dance floor was the music.
Oh yeah, it's like the $300 one.
Yes,
Yeah.
that
What was this?
That one. Well, you explain it, Frankie. That one made me laugh.
It was just a trend that was happening.
Yeah.
I seem to just like follow the trends
Yeah,
on
why not?
TikTok. I don't understand it, so I'm like, oh, that's coming up heaps in my For You page. I'll just do that.
I actually did see one TikTok of yours, and you were eating that giant pickle. And and Camille bought one, my sister, and I was home and it was in the fridge, and she's like, "You can have it." And I thought it was disgusting.
Oh, I love pickles.
It was rank. Oh, was yours like a garlic flavour one?
Yep.
Oh,
That's the best.
I had one bite and I was like, "That's
Are you
fucked."
kidding?
Do they import those from America? Or-
Yeah, they're American.
Yeah.
Gherkins.
They are so
Well, they're
good.
pickles, like giant. Yeah.
They're literally like bigger than a cucumber.
Yeah. they're
And you
massive.
eating one went well on TikTok?
They
It was
didn't
juicy.
really
I know that. It was everywhere.
it didn't go as well as I thought it would.
Oh, really?
What was it? Any comments? You would have probably copped a few comments for
Yeah,
that.
there was a couple comments that people saying I didn't know where this was going.
Did you, by the way, after we did the podcast with you last time, we had a couple of videos do quite well with clips from our episode. Did you read any of the comments? Do you remember the one where one video did quite well of you talking about going back to like small talk with people that you might have gone to school
Oh
with?
my God, so many people hated me.
What
Yeah,
happened?
that was fucked.
Welcome to our weekly world at OCD. We just cop it.
Everyone thought I was like entitled, and I was like, no, I was just saying, don't speak to people if they don't. Like, you can say hi, don't be rude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was just saying, don't
need half an
hang
hour of your
around
time.
with
Now, here's
these
the script. Can
people
you just
that
read that again and we will do that video again? You know,
Literally.
like-
Oh my God.
Maybe we were all on the same page. Like that's exactly how I feel.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Did you see some of my comments? I was like, fuck you, don't say that about me. And then
Yeah.
I just got over it.
We probably should have deleted them.
Yeah.
No, thanks for the engagement, everyone. Like, thanks for
Yeah,
boosting
thanks
up the
for
video.
thanks for everyone listening to the podcast after that.
But that was a real. I actually enjoyed going down that part. Like, it was really interesting hearing because we started in a very self development. That's what we started as. Like, we were like, oh, we want to be the self development two guys talking about like being the best selves and trying our best and hopefully inspiring some people. And then it's changed like dramatically to now talking about cocks. But
We found our niche.
But the conversation we had with you, I felt like it was so real that that's how much hate it got because it was so real.
Yeah, that's what happens in the industry. Like,
Yeah.
you just get people want to be you
Yeah.
because a lot of people are fake these days. So they judge you for it and they flip the switch and they just send hate. It's just like, I just want to lift people up. Like, it goes back to the time, like, we're talking about, small talk with people that you don't really bond with. I was thinking today when I was in the shower thoughts. I love shower thoughts.
Yeah.
Like, all I wanted in high school was to be popular. And I was thinking, like,
And you achieved it.
Yeah. no, but like, that's what I lived for
Yeah.
in school.
Yeah.
I didn't do well academically. All I wanted was as many friends as possible. And I look back and I couldn't even count on like one hand how many people I'm still friends with from school. Like, I just had a falling out with my best friend that I've been best friends with since school. And I'm like, popularity didn't mean shit in school. It was the most stupidest thing to focus on because those people, yeah, they might be like your friends now, but you can't trust them. You can't, like, a lot of the people you can't trust. They might just be like a Saturday night friend where you're like, hey, how you going? And I think Saturday night friends are different to a Tuesday night friend.
That's a really good analogy.
Exactly. Yeah, and especially in the world of influencing and that kind of thing, like you see that, like people are only really interested. We've had a few influencers on our show that got massive social media followings, and a lot of them say that people are only interested in them based on their following.
Yeah.
And then if that diminishes or if they get cancelled or something goes wrong, then that's it. They're gone.
They don't talk to them anymore. I think that's the worst thing to do. I don't want any friends like that.
Yeah. I was the same though. Like, all I wanted to do was be popular. Like, D can vouch for this. Like, year 12 was like, you know, you go through like an arrogant phase. Like,
Yeah.
like I know that was mine. Like,
I think my arrogant phase was from year 7 to year 12.
Mine came later in life, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yours came when you broke your streak.
yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
his
Thanks.
wasn't
No,
an
no, we
arrogant.
don't need to bring that up again.
No, his wasn't an arrogant phase. It was much more than that. Yeah, I won't say, but like, and I think that's okay. And I actually had to have like, I actually had my dad sit me down and go, mate, you need to like
Of course,
straighten
you said
out.
that, of course.
Like because I came back from schoolies and he was like, how's the head wobble? Like, you just think you're. And I was
thing.
yeah, and
but
it was
also that age too.
it was exactly what I needed. Like, and I was like, shit. But I'm the same as you. I could count on one hand how many. Well, D's one, Jai's another, Jared will. We, you know.
okay, settle down. We
Yeah,
know
so
you-
actually, I do have lots of friends.
Yeah.
Sorry, lads. Sorry if I
rare.
missed out on
You would have
anyone.
missed a heap there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm just trying to relate to what you said. Like,
Yeah, but that
that's-
is so rare having
Yeah.
those friends that you can actually rely on and you know that they're there for you no matter what. But I'm sure you can list like 50 other people that you'd still, you know, be inviting to your wedding or you'd be, you know, I don't know, inviting to your birthday that you love having fun with.
Yeah.
And you have fun with them, but that's you couldn't call them at 2 a.m. and no guarantee that they'd be there.
But are you grateful for that stage? Because I'm still, as much as we joke and we take the piss, I'm grateful for having a stage in my life of maybe.
fuck boy.
Oh, I'm so grateful. Like,
But
it was
it's
the
like-
most fun of my life. But
Yeah.
now,
But also, like as you get older, it teaches you these things. Like I'm grateful that it's been and it's gone and it's done.
Yeah.
Because then, like I say to people, like I think it's important for people to go through a stage and then come out of it and look back and understand, you know, what
it's
happened.
a learning curve, like
Exactly.
for sure.
Yeah.
It shapes you to who you are and it shows you who you can and can't trust and just like red flags for the future.
One other thing we touched on last time, and I wanted to kind of bring it up tonight too, because it's interesting because this seems to be going on, and especially in your industry in particular, and it's about, and we can cut this if it's too controversial, whatever, but it's like employing the best person for the job versus the look or the corporate look that the company may be going for. So, for example, instead of employing maybe back in the day in the modeling industry, you may employ like 5 people that are very attractive or a certain look. They may be blonde hair, blue eyes,
Yep.
certain figure versus now employing multiple shapes, sizes, colors, you know, sexes, you know,
Yeah,
you know,
that's-
and almost like like you can watch TV now and you know that there's going to be
Like there's a Woolworths ad at the moment or a Coles ad, I'm not sure which one it is, and there's a redhead, a plus size person, a black person, a Jewish person, someone
yeah.
like a Muslim person,
And you see it
a
everywhere.
Down syndrome person, and I'm like, cool.
I know.
Where's the white size 8 blonde haired blue eyes Australian model? You know, like we are getting. I'm not saying that in any way. Like it's great because, you know, Australia is so diverse now. But in saying that, there's been so many jobs that I've been canned. I've been booked. They've confirmed, and then last minute they're getting backlash online for having like a size 8 blonde, you know, white model. So they have to book someone who's either a bit curvier or has darker skin, which is fine. Like I get that, but
As long as you're still getting paid.
yeah, well, I get cancelled for those jobs, but like I'm still working, so I can't really complain. But there definitely is now on jobs, there'll be a mix of all different sizes and shapes and colours and you know just cultural differences.
And does that make it more competitive for, say, you and the people that you may have worked with for years or been in the same, you know, modeling agency? Because like I was even saw like a music video the other day and it was the exact same thing. Like it's like PR came in and ticked off. Like you have to have one of, it sounds horrible, but one of each of everything. Like I know it's a horrible way to put it, but it's like
licorice all sorts, just
well, pretty much, yeah, like and you could just tell.
Three white people on a couch talking.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah.
Wait for those comments.
Wait for them. We get them every single week. Yeah. Trust me, every week we cop that.
I must say though, look at you two, you're so observant. I wouldn't have. Watching a Woolworths ad, I probably wouldn't have noticed all that.
Yeah, I think I know. I think why I'm so successful is I can sort of be like an everyday person. I wouldn't say like I'm the skinniest, and I wouldn't say I'm plus size. Like I'm just your average sort of Joe Blow. I can laugh, I can whatever. And a lot of people in the modelling industry and in the influencer world, the content creation, they just want real people, like authentic people.
100%.
Instead of just like the stick thin, model looking, resting bitch face person. I feel like without sounding arrogant, I feel like I'm very relatable to a lot of people. Which is why we do castings, which is why people want to see, because they can see my face online, on my Instagram, on my portfolio, but they can't actually have a conversation with me.
Yeah. And that's where even like a platform like TikTok has done so well for so many people, is the fact that you can go on there and be yourself.
Yeah.
Like people you don't have to go in there and it's the perfect photos like your Instagram. For some reason, TikTok is very much more like.
Oh, I've done TikToks without makeup on and everything. And sometimes like literally while I'm in the shower with wet hair, and I'm like, I would never post that on my Instagram.
Yeah.
Because Instagram's always been the platform of a highlight reel.
Yeah.
Where TikTok is more of your everyday, what I do in my day, this is what shit I'm eating, this is my dog, like.
What were you talking about the shower head the other day? What was that about?
Guys, come on.
No, I knew. I was just trying to get the answer out of you.
I've missed this one.
Yeah, well, she was in. What did you say? She said.
The shower head makes my hair so clean. The removable shower head.
She was just talking about why the removable shower head is so great. And ladies, you need to make sure you have one.
Because it makes your hair
Gotcha.
so
Makes your hair so clean.
Oh, I got it now. Okay, I got it now. Well, on that point, though, I had this conversation because for the amount of podcasts we've done now, this is episode 140, I think, or 141 or something like that. So we've done a lot. And like Dos mentioned, we've changed a little bit about what we talk about. But we cop a lot of backlash. Sometimes we have guests that say outrageous things. We say outrageous things. We talk about things that... Dos and I never hold back in what we talk about. We've shared everything you could imagine, whether it's embarrassing or whether it's good or everything in between.
But that's what makes you, and that's what makes you relatable. And that's what I kind of miss about Australia a little bit. It's the freedom of speech. Now, everyone, if I say something, people are hating on me for it. And it's like, but I'm entitled to my own opinion.
100%.
As are you. And I would never, if you said to me now, I hate apples and I love apples, I'd be like, good for you. You hate apples. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't have a go at you and say you're the world's worst person because you're doing something that I don't agree with. How dare you not
like apples?
Well, it was more
Granny Smith. Yeah, what the fuck?
Always like Granny Smith, actually. But no, what the conversation was like people like saying family circles or whatever that are older, because they've come from an era of being, when you get, whether you're on TV or radio or any kind of platform where you're of influence or you're talking or whatever, you come from such a, not corporate, but you know what I mean, like you're perfect in what you say. You wouldn't swear, you wouldn't talk about sex or anything controversial or anything like that, whereas we do. But I was explaining, I'm like, the podcasts that I enjoy the most are when people are open.
Yeah.
And the ones that I find so boring is when you can predict, when you ask them a question and you can predict what they're going to answer back because it's
scripted and you're saying the politically correct thing.
Exactly.
But it's probably not what he believes in.
No.
Like, if you wanted to hear a scripted version or a politically correct thing, watch the news. Go on, listen to live stream radio. Don't listen to a podcast where two guys are just doing their own thing and want to be yourselves and ask the questions you want the real answers to.
Yeah.
That's why I listen to the podcast Call Her Daddy. And
I know. Well, I listened to the Cole Sprouse one recently.
Oh, I see. I haven't listened to that.
Yeah, I never listened to one of hers, but I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah, she's great. She's super fun and it's entertaining. It's something that you can actually listen to that doesn't put you to sleep.
Yeah.
So I bet even the people that are thinking that we're controversial, they're still going to listen to the whole thing.
Well, even on the way here, Dee and Ralph are already here, and I rang Dee on the way, and I was like, all right, what are we going to talk about for this interview? And Dee goes, we were just talking, we were kind of planning it out. What would we like to talk to Frankie about? Yeah, we talked about this last time. How about we talk about this? And then the last question Dee asked you about ticking all the boxes, you know, making sure, like, do you see a lot of that in your industry? I said to Dee, I was like, oh, is that, should we ask Frankie that question? Like, is that a bit too over the line, or are we putting ourselves in a bad spot here? And Dee literally just said, he goes like we can't we don't want to just fall into this category with everyone else. Like, the only way we're going to actually somewhat be different is talk about what we want to talk about.
Yeah.
Because if we
be
keep
open about it.
Yeah, be open about it. Like,
But I didn't think, we were controversial at all.
No,
we weren't. You worded that very well. Well done. But because it wasn't worded that way on the phone. Let's just say that. That's maybe why
yeah. But you can't say that word. You can't say that. You can't. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's why.
Gosh. Well, do you want to get into fan questions? We've got a few.
Yeah, go for it.
See, when you guys said that, there was questions. You posted something. I was like, as if anyone's going to reply to that. Did anyone reply?
Yeah, we had a few.
We got a few. We got a few. So we'll read a few out. We often get some strange ones. Now, the first one actually got sent to us, and they asked to remain anonymous. It's not, yeah. And by the way, we can cut this if you don't want to answer this, but it's a genuine question and it's a really good one. So, with the introduction of trans women into women's sports, are you worried at all that it could be pushed into modelling and overshadow you and other women in the space?
Not at all, because there's male models as well. We definitely have some trans people at my agency, but everyone's different. If someone wants someone, that's non-binary, it lists them as non-binary. If someone wants a blonde, white, female, size 8, measurement 86 bust, they get me. It's all about what the consumer want, like what the brand wants. So I'm not worried. Like, I know someone out there might always want me, I hope.
Yeah, always employable.
You got your phone?
So I'm not worried about that at all.
All right. Good answer. Okay. How would you pronounce that name? Vericoya?
Veronique.
V-E-R.
Veronique Rochelle.
Um,
I think that's my sister-in-law.
Vera Koya.
Is that them?
Yeah, that's my sister-in-law.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sister-in-law. There you go.
Okay, what do you say?
Oh, you don't want to know this question. What would you want to be or do if you weren't a model, Frankie?
Good question.
Good question. She could have just asked me that over the phone at family dinner.
Good on her.
Hey, Vero. If I wasn't a model, I always thought of jewelry making. Like, I wanted to sort of design my own jewelry. But that was a while ago, and I don't consider myself creative. If not, I think now being a model, after modelling, I think I want to go into radio.
Ooh.
I kind of like, Fifi, Fev and Nick. I was thinking the other day, like...
Dawson D and Frankie. Frankie, Dawson D.
There you go.
That actually rolls off the tongue.
I think we should go on like Triple M or something.
Yeah, we'd fit in with that bogan crowd. Yeah.
Well, we said last time we should come up with segments next time you're on, which we didn't do, but we should have done. We've got one segment later.
Nice, lads. Yeah.
Maybe we should, I think next time.
Maybe you should start a podcast.
No.
Well, that's a good way to start.
Straight
to radio.
I'll just join you guys.
Yeah, that's fine. You can be the cameo. Come in.
Amanda_Sloan56. Frankie, are you still with your fiance? You've answered this one.
Am. Yes, I answered that at the start.
Thank
you, Amanda.
Is there any more?
I'm surprised that wasn't from a guy.
Yeah,
we may as well ask this one. This is a school one. Do you want to ask it?
I
don't know if there's a hidden message in
No,
this.
I do, and I actually screenshotted one of your stories the other day.
Oh, no.
No, it's because it's your obsession with sandwiches.
Oh, my God, I love sandwiches.
Matt Schweiger writes, tell us more about sandwiches. So where's this deli or place?
It's called Inner Pickle Deli.
On
it's
Hampton
in Hampton. Brighton Street, Hampton. Brighton Road. I don't know. It's in Hampton. Just Google Inner Pickle Deli. But guys, I'm getting excited right now.
Really?
Oh.
Wow. Have you had dinner?
Are they open late?
Yeah.
But even when I'm full.
There you go, Ralph.
There you go. We've been trying to work out dinner tonight.
I love sandwiches.
Yeah.
They are my
How good
death
are they?
row meal.
You said it in your story. I think you said something like, my last supper would be sandwiches, which I was really shocked at.
For sure. Like, my mum used to make for my lunch boxes in school a killer sandwich. And I feel like since then I've been obsessed with sandwiches.
What would she go with? What would be the killer?
So for school lunch, my
Cheese and
mum would
Vegemite.
make every day poached chicken, cheese, avocado, lettuce, tomato, cucumber, bacon. She would fry up some bacon, like a little bit of aioli, and it was just chef's kiss.
Wowee.
Wowee.
Yeah, I just got the old peanut butter.
I should have traded lunch with you in the Murdoch days. That would have been great. And of course, we got 12 dick pics as well. So,
Yeah.
So I was going to ask, overrated, underrated, Saul's sandwiches.
What sandwiches?
What sandwiches?
Saul's. Do you not know Saul's?
It's called Sal's, isn't it?
No, is it Sal's? S-A-U-L, Saul. That's a biblical name.
I don't know.
Saul.
Is it Saul?
S-A-U-L. I would have pronounced it.
Can
Sal would be.
Sal would be S-A-L.
I would have thought S-A-L would be Sal.
I think it's Saul's. I haven't actually tried mine.
Surely, can people please message? You type in the YouTube comments. Sal.
No, you might be right. They are nice. They're nice. I like a good fresh made sandwich in front of me at a bakery.
I
or
would
something.
rather fresh than toasted.
Yeah.
Toasted when I'm hungover, fresh.
So
when
toasted, overrated.
What's your Subway order?
Ooh, Subway order. It's been the same since I was like.
Is
6.
it chicken fillet?
Yep.
Good.
Lettuce, tomato,
Bacon.
cucumber, carrot,
Olives. Pickles.
No olives.
Pickles.
No olives. Pickles.
No, I love olives. I'm obsessed.
Okay.
I reckon
No
you
olives.
and I might have the same. Oh, you don't have.
And then
olives.
do you have
would
do
add
you have
them.
Southwest sauce?
Thousand Island.
Okay.
It's pretty much what I had last night, wasn't it? Or
Yeah.
2 nights ago. Yeah.
Love Subway D.
I love it. Now, just before we finish, we were talking, because last time we talked about icks, of
Yep.
course, and we thought we might just bring up, things that maybe are attractive or unattractive that, potentially are unusual. Do you want to share yours first?
Oh, I think we'll go with attractive.
You want to start with attractive?
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
so things that we want to ask, when you look at a guy or your fiance, or maybe prior to your fiance, what are things that...
You're still allowed to look. You're still
So
allowed
that
to
is-
Look but no touch.
Yeah.
He's obsessed with Jessica Alba. My God.
Jessica Alba. That's a
He
name I
look-
haven't heard in a while.
Yeah,
Oh,
haven't
he
heard that since
loves
2006. Yeah.
She used to be one of my childhood crushes, for
I reckon
sure.
your childhood crush would be Hilary Duff.
Hilary Duff.
It's a very Disney Channel.
I mean,
isn't
I
it?
did watch Disney non-stop. Who was mine? Oh,
The Divas, wrestling Divas.
yeah, the wrestling divas. No, I wasn't Hilary Duff. We weren't a Lizzie McGuire family at
Okay.
all.
Don't know why I thought that.
No, we were more of a
say Miley
Nickelodeon. We
Cyrus.
were more Nickelodeon than Disney. So
Is that like Selena Gomez?
That's Dora the Explorer.
yeah, iCarly? Like, do you remember that
Okay,
show? Yeah. Sorry, you were saying?
What was it?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
I
turn-ons.
was going to say turn-ons that, that aren't necessarily like good smile, nice, eyes.
So
that-
weird turn-ons.
Weird turn-ons. Things that, just don't mind. It might not be a massive turn-on, but you're just like...
A guy that can make a good sandwich.
No,
There you go.
that's
There you go.
really valid. Like if Jesse's making a sanger in the kitchen,
Sanger. I know. It just took the romance right out of it.
sanger.
Make
Go
a
for-
singer.
Yeah,
Goes from,
is in the kitchen whipping up a sanger. Like, does that would excite you? Wouldn't it? You would go, oh, that's really
just
attractive.
anything that he cooks. I'm
Really?
happy. I just like it when he cooks.
Who does majority? Or is
Me.
it really?
He can cook. He just says that I'm a better cook.
Okay,
And he works longer hours. So it's fair that I cook and I like my food better. So I make it.
you like more gourmet. Is that what you're saying?
So like for instance, before I came here, I prepped the potatoes that we're going to have with our chicken. And I wanted them just in the air fryer, and he'd normally just like chuck a little bit of salt and pepper and put them in the air fryer. And
lovely.
I put some like celery salt, some Tuscan seasoning because that will go with the chicken. Just a little bit of garlic in there, a little bit of like chili, olive oil.
It's not a 2-minute job.
No,
No.
well, it kind of is cutting up potatoes. It's easy, but like little things. I feel like I'm quite a good cook.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wouldn't think of that.
What's yours?
Well, mine.
Yeah.
Mine is. I like big calf muscles. I told this. We were talking about it earlier, and straight away I'm like, well, I know what mine is. Calf muscles.
See, I can see that from a girl looking at a guy
Yeah.
because a lot of guys have chicken legs,
Yeah.
but
No, you've got great pins. You've got good pins.
I need to
I
shave
don't think
him.
you've got chicken legs.
No. That's what I said.
No, I was trying to flex him. I realised I was wearing
He's got
pants.
good legs. I've got chickenish legs. I reckon. Like they're
No,
not.
I don't think so. I think you
thanks.
both have
Thank
quite
you.
nice legs.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Frankie.
But,
I feel like I
yeah.
need to get up on Google some.
Yeah, we want to get into this list.
Yeah. So calves. Calves are just always. I don't know. It's just. But it's weird. It's guys and girls. Like so. It's,
Yeah,
it's an
you'll
attraction in
appreciate-
women. Like I go, if girls have big calves, I go, that's really nice. But then if a guy's got big calves, I'll keep staring at them. I'll be like,
Okay,
that's really nice.
I want those calves.
Yeah, I want them. Exactly.
Okay, 35 strange turn-ons.
Okay, Frankie's done the old Google.
And we'll say tick or cross maybe.
Yeah.
Or yes and no.
A man with a deep, strong voice.
I would say for women that'd be a turn on, yeah.
I would say that's a turn on.
How do you put the voice deepener on this thing?
Yeah. Which one is it? Is it this one?
Hello?
No?
That's
No,
not it.
No? How do you do it?
Is that one? Yeah,
God, what does that show become? I never wanted to use these effects.
No. Can we use the top left one, though?
Next
Week on. What one's that one? No.
What's this one? That's a turn off. What? Someone with like the highest pitch voice ever.
Oh, that's gold.
Oh my God.
Definitely
Yeah,
a
what
turn
have we become?
Okay, I wouldn't say that's like turn on or turn off. I don't know. A deep voice, yeah, it's hot, but like very deep.
Yeah. That great sound effect. Yeah.
That like really, really, really deep. No.
Yeah, okay. What's next?
Chewing gum, turn off. Yuck.
Really?
Yeah, that's a turn off for me too.
Disgusting.
And I think
You chew a lot of gum lately.
No, I haven't. Have I?
No, but I love chewy. I do it all, chew it all the time.
I chew chewy all the time.
Sponsored by
Extra.
I like a chewy in the car. That's what I
Yeah.
like in between
Yeah, love
wherever I'm
that.
going.
But there was like a guy at the Emerson the other night, and he was ordering like a drink, and I just kind of wanted to throw up. It kind of made me it was like that, and it just ruined my night. Like it just
Fair enough.
It still ruined my week even thinking about it.
Yeah, that's. Oh, well, it's funny because we did a bit of content last year outside the footy grounds.
Oh,
and
no, I know where
grand
this is
final
going.
day, D was doing it by himself. I was away. And he was outside the grand final day doing interviews with all the fans. And like we're watching it back, and my mum watched it, and I was watching it with her. And D's just doing these interviews like.
Oh, D, come on.
And my mum's like, tell D to get rid of the bloody chewy. Like,
Did all right.
it got a lot of views. So, yeah.
Was
And
there
that didn't affect
anything in the comments about that?
Nah.
None of the comments.
Well, that's good because I would comment.
Yeah.
That's something that I would comment.
The ladies I spoke to that day didn't have a problem with it at all. I will
Your
say.
breath was minty fresh.
Yeah,
so-
exactly.
This is something for you guys. A woman who can drive a stick. So a manual.
Nah, I don't care.
That doesn't bother me. I can't even drive one. So.
To be honest,
neither.
it's probably the opposite because I'm like, I can't drive one, she can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I hate feeling useless.
Me too. And I feel like that.
Like trading
lot.
things, like there was a spider in the house the other day. I just couldn't. I was too scared to catch it and release it.
Oh, so that's a turn off.
See, I'd rather pay.
I agree.
I'd rather pay someone to come in and put a shelf together. Like that just.
We tried putting a bookcase
Frankie's
together.
looking at me in disgust, like, oh, that is so unattractive.
Well, how long did it take us to try to put that bookcase together in Hawthorne, and we just gave up? And
Oh my God, guys.
Two
I
of
would
us.
have come and done it for
Two of us.
you.
That's embarrassing.
I remember being, no offense to you guys, I remember dating this one guy, and he was
Offense
gonna
has been taken.
he
Yeah.
was going to air task someone to like hammer a nail into the wall, and I was like, I'll do it for you, and then I left like straight away.
okay,
I was like,
I can use a hammer.
That's extreme.
I literally got the hammer and the nail, and I was like, knocking around. And then I was like, okay, I'll just hammer it. And then no.
He clearly went to a private school, that bloke.
Yeah.
Like, jeez.
I don't even know. We went to private school.
No, it was
Semi-private.
semi-private.
okay.
Doesn't count.
Semi-private.
Yeah.
Okay. When a guy fixes something in my apartment, yep. Turn on. See, there you go.
Yeah, sorry, ladies.
Getting this is
Here we go.
fucked. Getting a tongue in the ear.
That's disgusting.
Nah, you love it. You love it.
Me? Oh, him.
I don't
gosh.
mind it. I don't mind it.
Oh,
I don't mind it.
mate,
Oh,
that's
so
rank.
that's just like a wet willy.
It's
like a little.
tickles. I don't mind it.
Oh,
Nah, so I
Don't think
wouldn't
about
like
it.
that.
Think about it in the moment.
I-
think about it in the moment
outside of the ear. Outside, like
Yeah, no, not
licking out your ear.
not like an ear fuck. Like just like no, it's just like
Oh,
no, I don't mind it.
imagine the earwax.
Bit on the earlobe. Like yeah,
Yeah,
it's not bad.
earlobe's a little different.
The earlobes, yeah, but I'm saying no for the inside of your ear.
What about getting your armpits licked?
Yeah, no, that's a big one. What has this list turned into?
I don't know.
They're kind of weird. Crooked toes, hairy toes.
Did
I
you
was going to
mention?
ask you, do you like a hairy chest or a waxed chest or a in-between chest?
Ball gags, sorry.
What? Someone who makes jokes about nuts. Ball
Not
gags.
ball gag.
What? What?
Someone who makes jokes.
What?
You're gonna have to do. I think you're gonna have to do some googling tonight, son.
Maybe delete your search history.
Ball, like she gags.
On your balls.
No, it's literally this thing. How do you describe it? You wrap it around your head. There's like a ball in it, and then it goes there. Like, have you not seen Pulp Fiction?
Oh, I didn't even know
It's
that.
like Pulp Fiction.
I know. I think I know. Yeah.
Not jokes about
testicles.
Just having a laugh at balls.
testicle gags.
Testicle
Oh,
jokes.
this show, I don't know what's happened.
Ball gags. I might have to Google those. Yeah.
Those oxygen. No, I can't say that word.
Is it
P.
P?
There's so many weird ones. I wasn't expecting this at all.
Well, you mentioned one at the start. It was something to do with teeth. What was that one?
Oh yeah, crooked teeth.
Crooked teeth. See, I don't find that attractive.
No.
Well, can you think of one yourself, like off the list? What's something that you like? Is it an action? Like, is there an action that you find attractive in a girl? Like something that a girl might do, and you go.
For example, a lot of girls say like when you're reversing and you put like your arm up like that and look back.
Yeah, I was about to say when Jesse was first driving me home, when we first started dating, him driving, like I took a photo because I was like, "You're hot."
That's what
Guys driving is
like
hot.
that. When you just
that's typically what you do. Yeah.
no, when you're like when you're
He's sitting like this.
Yeah.
okay, sorry.
No. But yeah, hair movement is important. Where they sit on the steering wheel. What about music? Like, so what like music? Like in the car. If you got into a car and they've got a playlist on and it's no good, or it's a music some type of genre, you're like, what? Like.
Yeah, I think so. Knowing your taste in music, if I hopped into your car, I would get out straight away on a first date for sure.
Yeah, it's probably not great.
Well, you'd be the same with me as well because I'm pretty
Grease and the Greatest Snowman. Or
Greatest Showman. That's Greatest Snowman.
Did you just call it the Greatest Snowman?
Yeah. I mean, I love the Greatest Show. Yeah, she's spot on though. I've got the most. I've got the most 16-year-old girl.
It's your whole
favorite
family.
list. Yeah, our whole fam loves musical theatre.
But I just hate musicals.
Like
So-
even the other day, I went to the footy and I got the tram back to Garney's house, and someone was put over the traffic lights, and it was High School Musical playing,
I love. I'd say.
and it was blasting, and the girlfriend in the car was like singing it to the boyfriend, and then I actually
hate
looked,
that.
and then I looked at it, I was like, High School Musical, legit. I was like,
I say I don't. Yeah,
High
that's a
School
massive
Musical
turn
and
off
The
for
Lion
me.
King is the only musical I like.
They're
I
great
might-
songs, but I don't like when you sing. That's a weird turn off for me. Is singing to me, like even in a jokey way. I don't like it at all.
what if they're a really good singer and they're being
Well,
serious?
normally they're not a really good singer. Most people aren't. I mean,
Sorry
that's-
to any girl that's sung to tea.
Yeah, who's
There's been a.
Has there actually?
I remember one night I was dropping a girl home and she started singing. Like,
And
What
you
song?
it was
just
her first
drove
date.
faster.
It was her first date.
Oh no! See, first date. No way. I don't.
And she
think
was
I
like,
sung
she
in
was
front
full
of
like
Jesse.
singing, and I'm like, that is, and it was a massive turn off.
Nah, I don't like that.
I sang to Garney on our like second date, like, but I think I can sing though, and I was playing guitar as well.
What? Like literally?
Yeah,
you
we
sat
were-
her down.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, I was at her house and we had dinner, and like she had a guitar there, so I just picked it up, and then like I was just
Oh my
singing,
god! See, I would think you were a serial killer.
and then I was
Bingo.
really.
See, no one I hate saying this, but no one likes when you're like hanging around with friends and there's a guitar.
Oh, I'm not
the
that
person
bloke.
that goes and picks up the guitar and starts singing, and everyone has to shut up, stop talking, listen. Yeah, great, sing along.
Yeah, you're really good.
Yeah.
She loved
No,
it.
but I would have thought. Yeah. See, clearly you're still together.
Yeah.
So I would have.
It's just
Interesting, though.
soulmates.
I don't know.
Soulmates.
I mean, first dates are that's real.
I would just
murderish.
feel so awkward. Like I
See,
wouldn't know where to
that's
look.
just-
I would literally.
Yeah, but
be
what
like,
if you're really good?
"Ooh."
Like,
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, but
it's
still,
it's
even
not
then,
it's
I
the
wouldn't know where to
action.
look.
It's the
Yeah.
cringiness that you're trying to show off your talent and
Yeah.
impress
If I
them.
was dating like Justin Bieber and he did that, I'd be like, cool.
Yeah,
You
Harry
know?
Styles is probably a bit different because he's just a hunk. But
disagree.
really,
See,
Bieber over
Bieber over Styles.
100%.
no way.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
I don't get the
I don't
Well-
get the whole like.
Harry Styles thing. I understand it. No, I mean,
Like I think he's cute, but like I wouldn't fuck someone that I think is cute.
See,
know, he looks
Bieber's more cute than.
No.
he's
See,
got,
Harry's
the
more-
tattoos
Harry-
and
no,
he's
Harry's-
sexy.
Harry's got tats. He's got sex appeal. Like
No.
he's,
Oh,
He's-
does he?
Yeah.
He knows how to dance. That's the
Yeah,
only
he's-
thing. He can like move his hips.
yeah, like Elvis. He's like a modern day Elvis. Elvis was the best.
I would not say that.
What do you mean? He's not the best.
He's like a.
What were you going to say?
Is it Harry Styles or
Metro
Elvis?
version of Elvis.
That's modern, isn't it? Isn't that what that means?
I don't know.
Metro.
Do you think
Like-
Elvis was hot?
No,
No.
I don't know.
Have you ever watched any of his stuff? I'm just interested. I know what.
What do you mean? Watched any of Elvis's stuff, like his videos?
Yeah, just him singing in back in the day.
Nah. Why do you love
This
him?
has gotten so weird.
I was just
not you.
I was just wondering because
This is
just like-
awkward.
anyway,
It's great.
Elvis was considered at his time, probably at the time was one of the more attractive people in the world.
Yeah. Well, he nearly got cancelled for the way he danced.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
next week on the History Channel.
This is fucking terrible.
we got to stop this.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Well, how
God.
do you want to finish it up? You go.
Well, everybody subscribe, of course. please subscribe if you want more unraveling like this. But no, Frankie, in all seriousness, thank you so much for joining us. I know
Thanks for having me
sort
back.
it's been great. We've just chatted a lot about random topics and
Yeah, it's been a bit scattered, hasn't
It
it?
has been very random, like
Yeah.
nothing really joined together. But it's
I was waiting for her to say nothing really stood out, but
no, it all stood out.
that's a power of editing. So yeah,
Next time I'm back, let
we'll
have
plan
the
it.
followers make sure they ask what we want. Maybe cut that out.
That's what we want.
That didn't make any sense.
do we end on a little sound effect? No. He's like,
It's not play school, seriously.
no. Yeah. What one is it?
This is I can't believe.
It's not play school.
Okay, bye everyone. I
thanks.
choose a triangle
Thanks,
window.
guys. Oh, that
Follow Frankie, follow us, subscribe if
Oh.
you want to see more of this, and we'll see you next
Who knows?
week.
It might be a 3-way podcast soon
Yeah.
eventually. Frankie might be on every week. So, all right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.